The following is a presentation of Retro Sports Network, home of the champions of the past, present, and or future, and is brought to you by Sports Simulations and Replays, the best place on Facebook to post your Sports Sims replay project, whether it is PC, cards and dice, console, or whatever, even if it's just playing on your phone. Sports Simulations and Replays on Facebook is the place to go to share your project with 982 other people. We're trying to get to 1,000, so Sports Simulations and Replays on Facebook. Well, good afternoon. My name is Ron Juckett, and we welcome you to the National League Championship. Not a series, just a one-game final between the 1973 New York Mets and the 1979 Pittsburgh Pirates. They might be family. I'm not going to sing about it. Sister Sledge could not be bothered for comment. So we should have a good one here. The Mets upset the 75 Cincinnati Reds to get to this one-game final, and the Pirates beat the Dodgers at home a few weeks ago to get there for Pittsburgh. It's Bert Blyleven on the hill for the Pirates. Jerry Koosman going for the Mets. Again, would you like to take a guess at who might win? I have a sneaking suspicion that the Mets just might pull this off, and you might get a New York series. We'll find out, shall we? Let's play some baseball on this hot, sticky summer afternoon, or Sunday afternoon, right here on Retro Sports Network. It is anything but hot and sticky as you take a look at Three Rivers Stadium. The wind is blowing in from right center field. It is 70 degrees this October 8th evening, and it's raining. And so this is better weather compared for Joe Namath and Terry Bradshaw as opposed to the Pirates and the Mets. As I lose my mouse. And so we say hello in the chat for Dave Little. How are you, my friend? Good to have you along. Dave back from his vacation in Hawaii where he and the missus had a great time. So we're back to Sundays. Start time for the American League Championship probably will be a little bit earlier depending on when they go off at the U.S. Open final round on Father's Day. But we will definitely have it for you on Father's Day. Just not sure if it's going to be 4 or slightly before that. Golf is on the West Coast. They might not even tee off till 5:30, 6 o'clock. Anywho, so here's the lineup for the Mets. Well, let's tell you about Bert Blyleven first. 12-5 in 79, 3.60 ERA, 237 and a third innings, 238 hits, 21 homers, 92 walks, and 172 strikeouts. And this will be the lineup that he'll face. Bud Harrelson, who went 2 for 4 against the Reds, will lead off for the New Yorkers. And play short. Felix Millan will bat second and play second. Rusty Staub, the World Series hero and right, will bat third. Wayne Garrett, the third baseman, will clean up. John Milner is at first. He'll bat fifth. Cleon Jones, a definitive leftover from the 69 World Series team, is in left. He'll bat sixth. So is Jerry Grody, the catcher, bat seventh. And look who's batting eighth. Willie Mays, a say hey kid, will scuffle around in center field. And Jerry Koosman will bat ninth and pitch for New York. Defensively for Pittsburgh, Bill Robinson, a 6 and a 3 in left. Omar Moreno, an 8 and a 6 in center. Dave Parker, a perfect 10 and 10 in right field. Bill Madlock's at third, he's a 5. Tim Foley is 7 at short. Phil Garner is a 6 at second. And Willie Stargell, Pops, as leads out the We Are Family singing, is a 4 at first, and Ed Ott, no relation to Mel, a 5 and a 5 behind the plate. But Harrelson tries to get his footing on the muddy dirt. Bert says he's ready to go, and here we go. The National League Championship and that 70's tournament. And the first pitch is a little looper that's going to bounce in front of Moreno, and Harrelson starts this game with a single. He's going for 2. And the throw down to Garner is not in time. So Moreno kind of dogged it on that blooper, and Buddy is on with a double. And Pete Rose, who was watching behind the Pirate dugout, just kind of glares out there. Brings up Mian, who went 2 for 4 against the Reds. 290, 3 homers, and 37 RBI in 73. If the Mets do win this game, regardless of who wins the American League game, they will have home field for the championship. Blyleven deals. Mian sends that one into right center field. Parker picks it up. Harrelson scores. And the Mets do to Pittsburgh and Blyleven what they did to the Reds. They're jumping on them early. Rusty Staub went 2 for 4 with a double against the Reds. 279, 15 homers, and 76 RBI for the Mets in 73. Blyleven deals. Staub base hit left field. Mian will hold at second. And the Mets have 3 runners in a row that have reached. For Wayne Garrett. Wayne is 2 for 5 with an RBI. Scored twice on the real year. 256, 16 homers, and 58 RBI. So the Pirates really, they'll get a couple days off if they win, but this is an auspicious start for Pittsburgh. Burt deals, and Garrett's going to bunt, and nobody's going to get him. Ott went to pick it up. The ball was wet from the mud and everything like that, and the Mets have him loaded. Nobody out. You got to wonder if Dave Koch is a secret Met fan, because this is amazing. Here's John Milner. 239, 23 homers, and 72 RBI. Went 0 for 3 with a strikeout against the Reds. Nobody out, and they're all loaded. Mian at third, Staub at second, Garrett at first. Blyleven deals, struck him out. 1-2 pitch got the inside corner, and that's a big sigh of relief for the moment. And it brings up Cleon Jones, who did not play against the Reds, at 260, 11 homers, and 48 RBI. So let's see who's in the chat. Almost as good as Hawaii. Okay. Al, Red Sox fan, how you doing? I don't know why, Randy, that held it for you. Yes, none of us are happy the Rays are pummeling the Red Sox, but that shouldn't have been held for review. Jeez. Cleon Jones is ready. Blyleven delivers. Snap throw to first, and Garrett got caught napping. So goes 2-3 on the card on the pickoff, and there's now 2 out. So Blyleven, with a 1-0 count to Cleon, could get out of this relatively scot-free. The pitch right back to Burt, over to Stargell, and that will retire the side. So the Mets put 1 run on the board. 3 hits in the air does not hurt. Half an inning in the book. New York 1. Here come the Pirates. So it'll be Jerry Koosman, who on any other planet would not have had a losing record. But this is the 73 Mets. A 14-15 record with a 2.84 ERA. He threw 263 innings in 73. 234 hits, 18 homers. He walked 76 and struck out 156. And here's a lineup he'll face. Omar Moreno will lead off and play center field. Doing fine today. Thanks, Al. No, not the Bo Sox year. Bell Badlock will bat second and play third. Dave Parker, the right fielder, will bat third. Willie Stargell cleans up at first. Bill Robinson in left, he'll bat fifth. Bill Garner bats sixth. Ed Ott will go seventh. Timmy Foley, the shortstop, goes eighth. And Burt Blyleven, who has scuffled his way through the first, through 20 pitches, and will bat ninth. Defensively for New York, Cleon Jones, a 4-4 in left. Willie Mays, a 4, still had a 7 arm at the end of his career. That's amazing, because that's about the only good thing he had going for him. Rusty Staub, a 6 and a 9 in right. Wayne Garrett crouched in for a bunt that's not going to happen, a 4 at third. Bud Harrelson, a 7 at short. You can bet he's got rose-eyed behind the Pirate dugout. Felix Millan a 7 at second, John Milner a 4 at first, and Jerry Grody an 8 and a 7. So Staub and Grody are the defensive stalwarts. Moreno, 282, 8 homers, 69 RBI, 0 for 4 against the Dodgers in their win. Guzman delivers, fly ball deep to right, back goes Staub, he makes the catch to retire Moreno. Bill Madlock, for some reason, did not play against the Dodgers, hitting .328 and 79, 7 homers, and 44 RBI. Yeah, we are family. I got all my sisters and me. Actually, I do have 3 sisters. Guzman delivers, and there's a ground ball to Harrelson. Flips it over to Milner for the out, 2 away. So Guzman's tucked to a 1-0 lead here in the bottom of the first. Parker is 0 for 3. And hit .310 in the real year. 25 homers and 94 RBI. Guzman's pitch struck him out. 0-2 breaking ball at the knees for strike 3. The Pirates go down in order after 1. It's the Mets 1, the Pirates nothing. Staple to Vicker. Okay. I wonder if Dave Little's sending out code. To be Grody, Mays, and Guzman for New York here in the second. Grody went 0 for 4 with an RBI against the Reds. 256 and 73 with a homer and 32 RBI. Blyleven's pitch, ground ball to Foley over to Stargell, 1 out. So rain, wind blowing in right, directly from right field, and a comfortable 70 degrees. Here's the Say Hey Kid at 211, 6 homers and 25 RBI. Randy's right, all pitching, no hit. Oh, Staple, oh, okay. That one I don't remember. But yes, along with the 88 Dodgers, were a good pitching team and couldn't hit a lick. May slaps this one to center. Moreno has it for the out. So 2 out for Blyleven for Jerry Guzman, who hit 103 with 3 RBI. So Blyleven might get an easy inning here. The pitch struck him out. So he swung on and missed on the 93-mile-an-hour fastball, and that will retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors. Inning and a half in the books. The Mets 1. The Pirates nothing. Stargell, Robinson, and Garner. Fandomatic, how are you? I think the 88 Dodgers were a bit better on offense. I guess you could kind of compare them to the 87 Twins, which were probably the luckiest team ever. Stargell went 1 for 3 against the Dodgers, by the way, with a double, and hit .281 in his Renaissance year of 79, 32 homers, and 82 RBI. Pitch to Stargell, and there's a little looper to Milner for the out, 1 away. For Bill Robinson, had the big game-winning home run against the Dodgers, 2 for 3 with a double. And then 79, 264, 24 homers, and 75 RBI. Fandomatic, hope your Sunday's going well. Here's the pitch, ball 4. So Robinson draws the walk, and Robinson's probably going to steal. Bill Garner went 0 for 4 with a strikeout against the Dodgers. 293, 11 homers, and 59 RBI. And look at that head of hair with the A's. Wow. Robinson goes. Grody throws. Not in time. So the tying run on second and 1 out. So Garner has a chance to pick up this duck off the pond. Guzman deals. Struck him out. He got him on an 0-2 breaking ball, strike 3. And there's 2 out for Ed Ott. 273, 7 homers, and 51 RBI. He went over 3 against the Dodgers in the semi. Guzman's pitch. Got him! 1-2 right down Broadway for strike 3. No runs, no hits, no errors. After 2, it's the Mets 1, the Pirates nothing. So it'll be the top of the lineup for New York through 9 batters. Blyleven, 32 pitches, 2 innings, 3 hits. The one earned run, and he struck out 2. Harrelson doubled and scored to start the ball game. Blyleven deals, ball 4. So after an easy second, Blyleven starts with a walk. Brings up Mian, who singled and drove home Harrelson. Throw to first, Buddy back. So Baltimore and the Yankees from Memorial Stadium next Sunday. Time to be determined. Hopefully, U.S. Open, of course, is next weekend, Father's Day weekend, but they're on the West Coast. So I would imagine it may be 3:30. Can't look right now, but not too much of a time difference change, and that will be the American League Championship. Mian singled and scored and drove in Harrelson. And this time he drops a bunt. Ott throws to Garner, covering, and the sacrifice is down. Goes 2-4 on the card, and there's one out for Staub with a runner on second. Rusty 1 for 1. He singled his first time up. Blyleven deals. Fly ball to left. Robinson goes back in the corner. Makes the catch. Harrelson will hold at second as Robinson made a diving catch against that wet, nasty running track. Against the warning track. Here's Wayne Garrett. Reached on an air. No, I don't know why he's considered 0 for 0. 2 out. Blyleven delivers. And there's a fly ball to left. Robinson will have it. And that is the side. No runs, no hits, no errors. 2.5 down. Tight one so far. Mets 1. Pirates nothing. So Foley, Blyleven, and Moreno for Pittsburgh. Foley went 2 for 3 against the Dodgers with a double. 291, a homer, and 65 RBI on the year. And was a defensive upgrade from Frank Tavares in 78. Guzman deals, and that's a chopper up the middle. Harrelson throws it over to first for the out. So Guzman cruising right along. Here's Blyleven. Nothing to write home about. 129 and 3 RBI. Jerry deals. Right to Harrelson. Over to Milner, and that's 2 fast outs. So through 9 batters, Guzman 2 2/3 innings, a walk and 3 strikeouts. And that brings up Moreno, who's 0 for 1. Moreno drops one down. Milner gonna flip it to Mian. No, sir. And the no-hitter is broken up. I have no qualms about doing that in the 3rd inning. 8th inning, I might not. But right now, Pittsburgh needs some offense, and Moreno just delivered. So Matlock 0 for 1. Hit-and-run situation here. There goes Moreno, ground ball to Mian, over to Milner, and that will retire the side. So the Pirates kind of trying to play some small ball to no avail. 3 in the books, it's the Mets 1, the Pirates nothing. And Dave Gardner finally gets it right. Am I playing? No, I always do the home team unless I'm the Red Sox. So I'm coaching the Pirates, and the computer is coaching the Mets. And Dave Gardner finally has it right. He always goes, let's go Mets, and he's right this time. John Milner struck out his first time up, 1-2 by Blyleven. Pitch to Milner. Ground ball to Gardner, better hurry, and that's just going to hit off his glove and dribble into right field. Milner didn't stop. He's got 2. So a 2-base error. That's the 2nd error on the Pirates. So Garner with the big boo-boo. I told you that Pittsburgh defense isn't all that great. And here's Cleon Jones. He's 0 for 1. Yeah, you know, in a short series like this, it's possible. The good news for whoever they get, if they do win the game, is that you're probably not going to see Seaver again until Game 2. So you got your chance. The bad news is you'd get Seaver at home. Pitch to Jones, and there's a base hit in the right field. Milner will hold at third. I'm surprised at that, but you're not going to run on Parker. Brings up Grody, who's 0 for 1. So the Mets in business here in the fourth, nobody out. Grody right back to Blyleven. Garner for 1, over to Stargell. Do they turn it? Oh my goodness, yes they do. A bang bang play, 1-4-3. Blyleven with a strike to Garner, and they could not do the roll block, and Garner got the throw away. So Milner holds at third, and Blyleven got the pitcher's best friend and a $50 gift certificate to a steakhouse in the process. My goodness. So it stays 1-0 New York. 2 out for Mays, who's 0 for 1. Blyleven deals, fly ball to left. Robinson is there and drops it and caught it. Wow, that hit off the heel of his glove, and he bare hands the catch, and that will retire the side. We'll watch that again. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 error. Really, life O'Reilly stuff for Blyleven here. We go to the bottom of the fourth. 1-0 Mets. So here's Parker. Dave struck out his first time up. 3 from Koosman. Body painter extraordinaire, that's right. Dave Gardner. So it's still raining. The Pirates might catch a break to have this game delayed. Wind's blowing in from right at center at 14. Koosman deals. Parker fly ball to shallow center. Mays drifts over and makes the catch, 1 out. Brings up Stargell, who's 0 for 1. Pitch to Willie. Fly ball to right. Staub in the corner. 2 out. He makes a sliding catch against the turf. For 2 out, you can see the water spray up like it was a football game. And Bill Robinson, he walked and stole the base. Pirates have 1 hit, the one I stole on the bunt. Koosman deals. Fly ball to right center. Staub looks to the raindrops and makes the catch. We've played 4. No runs, no hits, no errors. After 4, Mets 1, Pirates nothing. So it'll be Koosman, Harrelson, and Mian here in the 5th. Koosman struck out his first time up. Always use 2 hands, as Dave Little says. Pitch to Koosman, struck him out. 1-2 on the outside corner. And that's the 3rd strikeout for Blyleven. So through 70 pitches and 18 batters, 4 1/3 innings, 4 hits. The 1 run in the first was earned. He walked 1, which is Bud Harrelson, and struck out 3. So Bud Harrelson has doubled and walked and scored the lone run of the game. He is 1 for 1. Pitch from Blyleven, right up the middle. Garner by the bag at second, bang-banger to first, and Harrelson is retired. So Garner giveth and Garner taketh away. 2 out for Mian, who has the lone RBI on a single. And this time he laces this one into left field for a single. Mian is 2 for 2. Brings up Rusty Staub, 1 for 2 with a single. Ott and Blyleven confer. And Staub slaps this one to right. Back goes Parker. He will turn and watch it go. Rusty Staub with a 2-run shot to right into the wind, and it's 3-0 New York. And so they are quiet here in Pittsburgh. Staub just hit a rainmaker in every sense of the word, and that just snuck out. So 3-0 Mets. And Pittsburgh's going to start with bullpen activity. Be Wayne Garrett now. He's 0 for 1. Yeah, way to go, Rusty. Pitch to Garrett, right back to Blyleven, over to Stargell, and that will retire the side. We're halfway home in this National League final. The Mets 3, 2 runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the inning. The Pirates, nothing. And so let's check the in-game box score. So Rusty Staub and Felix Millan have had themselves a wonderful game. Staub 2 for 3 with that 2-run shot. Millan 2 for 2. And Jerry Koosman not cruising. He's only thrown 47 pitches through 4 innings. Blyleven will likely not get the chance to bat again. So if anyone should reach for Pittsburgh, Blyleven is due up 4th. Garner, Ott, and Foley. Phil struck out his first time up. Koosman deals. Got him again. He swung on and missed at an 87-mile-an-hour fastball for the strikeout. That's 4 for Koosman. Here's Ott. Ott is 0 for 1. He struck out once. Little liner to Harrelson over to Milner. And it's an out. It hit the bag. So I won't show the replay because it won't make any sense. But it hit the bag at third, bounced to Harrelson. My goodness. And the long bang-banger to first was in time. So 2 out for Foley. That's a rare play. Foley's 0 for 1 and hits a base hit in the left field. And that'll do it for Blyleven. Only the second Pirate hit. The first one is not a bunt. So Blyleven's day will be done. Against the lefty, who am I batting? I am batting... The catcher, Steve Nicosia. 288, 4 homers, 13 RBI, hit .326 against lefties. And the Pirates need a hit. Koosman, in the rain, delivers, and there's a liner to left that's going to go all the way to the wall. Foley will round third and will hold. So Nicosia gets himself a double, and the Pirates are in business. 2 outs in the 5th for Omar Moreno, who bunted for his single his last time up, 1 for 2. So Koosman threw 18 batters, 60 pitches, 4 2/3 innings, 3 hits, a walk, and 4 strikeouts. So everybody up, doing a rain dance here in Pittsburgh. Koosman delivers, fly ball left center. Jones, Harrelson, Mays. It's Harrelson, I think. No, it falls into no man's land. I thought Harrelson had it, and he couldn't quite get the glove on it. So Foley scores. Another run scores, and it's 3-2. And the family that takes advantage of breaks together, scores together. That didn't sound right. And that brings up Bill Madlock, who's 0 for 2. Moreno on first, not a threat to steal. The Pirates take advantage of that play. I'm not sure who should have had it, but it dropped. Madlock, base hit, right center field. Mays will field it. Moreno hustles to third. And the Pirates now have the tying run on third. The go-ahead run on first. 2 out for Dave Parker, who was 0 for 2 with a strikeout. So Koosman, who'd been rolling 7s all the way through, has finally found trouble here in the bottom of the 5th. Pitch to Parker, fly ball, left field. Jones has it, and that will retire the side. So Pittsburgh wakes up. 2 runs, 4 hits, no errors. After 5, Mets 3, Pirates 2. And we're going to go with... we must have gone with the complete game. Jim Bibby, who can go long relief. Doesn't really. He has no picture in the grand pictures thing. 2.81 the ERA, 12-4 in real life in 79. No saves. 137 and 2/3 innings. The Swiss Army knife of a pitcher. Too early for Jackson and Tekulve at this point. 110 hits allowed, 9 dingers, 47 walks, and 103 strikeouts. And he'll face Milner, Jones, and Grote here in the 6th. New York 3, Pittsburgh 2. Milner 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Bibby's first batter, ground ball to Garner, over to Stargell for the out. John Dario, how you doing? Good to have you along. Yeah, I loved Rusty Staub too. Johnny Smoke, good to have you. Moreno had a lot of stolen bases over the years, but apparently not in 79. 78 he had close to 70. So Cleon Jones is 1 for 2. He's got himself a single. 1 out. Still raining pretty good here in Pittsburgh. Bibby delivers, and Jones is hit by the pitch. Hit him in the leg. So Jones will rub some dirt on it to make it feel better. Or at least make his mom feel better anyway. Grote's 0 for 2. Jerry to face Bibby. 1 out, top the 6th. 3-2 New York. Grote, throw down to Garner, is in time. They got him. So Jones had a 57% chance to steal. Grote stepped out of the way and Ott threw a strike down to Garner, and there's 2 out. And an 0-1 count to Jerry Grote. Bibby delivers. Line drive, foul. And someone from across the Allegheny made that catch. 0-2 the count. Bibby deals. Center field. Moreno goes way back and makes the catch against the track. No runs, no hits, no errors. The Mets, with the runner thrown out, can't do anything. 5.5 in the books. New York 3, Pittsburgh 2. So Stargell, Robinson, and Garner to face Koosman here in the 6th. Wilver, and that is his name, Wilver, 0 for 2. Koosman deals. Fly ball right center. Back goes Mays. Way back there. 1 out. Willie was reaching for the wall, which was gray in 79, not that dark blue, and made the catch. Bill Robinson walked and stole a base. He's 0 for 1. Koosman deals. Struck him out. 1-2 pitch, swung on and missed, strike 3. That's 5 for Koosman. And that brings up Garner, who was struck out twice. He's 0 for 2. Bottom of the 6th, 3-2 New York. 2 out. Ground ball to short. Harrelson's got to hurry over to Milner. Not in time. Garner beat it out. So an infield hit for Phil, and that's 2 out for Ott. Ed is 0 for 2, and the tying run is on. Koosman. And there's a base hit left field. Jones will pick it up on a hop. Garner goes to third. And now bring up Tim Foley, who is 1 for 2. So Garner on third, the tying run. And Ott, here in the bottom of the 6th, is the go-ahead run. And would you believe it, the Pirates have now out-hit the Mets 7-6. Foley has 1 of those hits, 1 for 2 with a single. And a run scored. That came in the 5th. Koosman deals. Ball 4. And now you've pretty much forced me to make a decision about Jim Bibby. Man, I wanted to pitch him at least a couple innings. And so, but it's my job to win the ball game. And so here comes Lee Lacy. Really not much of a hard decision here. Koosman at 100 pitches now with 2 outs in the 6th. Lacy at 247. Did not play against the Dodgers. 5 homers and 15 RBI. And the bases are full of buccos. Garner on third. Ott on second, and Foley on first. So Koosman, already wet from the rain, mops his brow. He's now all sweaty. Grody goes out to calm him down. And now here's the pitch. Struck him out! Oh-ho! A 2-2 pitch that Lacey thought was going to be a fastball. He took something off it, and the Pirates go down with the bases loaded. No runs, 2 hits, no errors. We have played 6. It's the Mets 3, the Pirates 2. That was big. Okay, it's going to be righty, righty, switchy. So Enrique Romo, the first closer in Mariners history, probably gets a 2-inning stint here as we start the 7th. 10-5 in 79 with 5 saves. A 2.99 ERA. 129 in the 3rd innings, 122 hits, 11 homers, 43 walks, and 106 strikeouts. And if the Pirates advance, Bibby will be available for Game 1. Willie Mays is 0 for 2. Romo deals, chopper foul third base side. So the Pirates left him loaded in the 6th. Moreno stole 77 and 79. Okay. Yeah, he was fast, but he couldn't get on base very long. Him and his Moreno's wife blowing that damn whistle. Yeah. 0-2 count. It's a maze. Moreno, by the way, leads off the bottom of the 7th. And Mays strikes out. 0-2, fastball inside at 90, and there's 1 out for Koosman, who's 0 for 2. Let's see what Yogi wants to do. Yogi's going to hit Koosman, and Romo gets him down on a 1-2 fastball or off-speed pitch. So 2 up, 2 strikeouts for Romo. And that'll bring up Bud Harrelson, 1 for 2. He has walked, doubled, and scored. 3 runs, 6 hits, no errors for New York. The Mets have left 4 on. The Pirates will rue that 6th inning if they lose the game. 2 runs, 7 hits, 2 errors, and 7 stranded. Pitch to Harrelson. Chopper up the middle. Garner to Stargell, and that will retire the side. Time to stretch it here in Pittsburgh. The Mets 3, the Pirates 2. Yep, 77 stolen bases. And so the Mets are going to play for the bunt. And we're not going to give it to him. Moreno had the 2 RBI single in the 5th. So he's done yeoman's work in this game, even without stealing a base. Koosman threw 27 batters, 6 innings, 7 hits, walked 2, and struck out 6. 106 pitches. Moreno, ground ball, foul. First base side, Milner was hoping it would, and it did. Don't forget, Koosman, with being a lefty, if Moreno does reach, has a very good hold. 0-2. Got him! Won't matter. 1-2 in at the knees for strike 3, and that's 7 for Koosman. Brings up Madlock, who is 1 for 3. So now lots of nervous apprehension here at Three Rivers. It's poured all game. The wind now blowing in from left at 8 miles an hour. Koosman deals. Popped up left side. Harrelson on the verge of the outfield makes the catch, 2 out. Dave Parker hasn't done anything in this postseason, in this tournament. 0 for 3 today with a strikeout. Koosman deals. Parker opposite field. Jones comes in to retire the side. We've played 7 in Pittsburgh in this National League Championship. It's the Mets 3, the Pirates 2. So Romo to face Mian, Staub, and Garrett. Staub with a big home run to make it 3-0 New York in the 5th. Mian, ground ball to Stargell, takes it to the bag himself, 1 out. Rusty Staub, 2 for 3. Singled homered. Now has 4 RBI on the series. And that big double against the Reds. Romo deals. Staub fly ball deep center field. Moreno 2 out. For Wayne Garrett here in the 8th. 3-2 New York. Romo's pitch. And Garrett will bloop that one in front of Parker in right center. And so the Mets have a runner on and 2 out for John Milner, who's 0 for 3. So tense time here in Pittsburgh. Pitch to Milner. There goes Garrett. The throw down to Foley is not in time. So Garrett gets the stolen base. And it's an 0-1 count to Milner. Ground ball to second. Garner over to Stargell, and that should and will retire the side. George Theodore in for Cleon Jones and left. That's the Mets defensive replacement. Stargell, Robinson, and Garner here in the 8th. Stargell 0 for 3. 1 for 6 in the tournament. Kuzman deals, struck him out. So Kuzman got Willie to chase a 1-2 off-speed pitch for strike 3. And that's 8 for Kuzman on the day. Brings up Bill Robinson. He walked, stole a base, struck out. 0 for 2. And you got to think that McGraw is warming just in case the Pirates put anybody on. Kuzman deals. Robinson, base hit left side. Snuck it through between Harrelson and Garrett. And no, it's Phil Hennigan. Who, do you ask? Oh, my God. Oh, yeah. This is great for the Mets. 0-4 with 3 saves. Excuse me. That was such a stuttering move that made me sneeze. He's got an ERA of 6.23. 43 in the 3rd innings. You can see him there with the Indians. 50 hits, 6 homers, 16 walks, and 22 strikeouts. Don't know what Yogi's thinking. Phil Garner, 1 for 3, is singled and struck out twice. Excuse me. Hennigan deals, and Garner slaps that one into left. Base hit. So runners on first and second, 1 out for Ott. Ed is 1 for 3, is singled and struck out. Thank you. So this one is just kind of a head scratcher from the AI. Pitch to Ott. Base hit right side. Staub picks it up. Robinson will hold. And everybody comes in. 1 out for Foley. 3-2 New York. I have 0 idea why Hennigan is in this ballgame. Pitch to Foley. Base hit up the middle. Mays will field it. Robinson scores to tie it. Garner holds at third. And the game is knotted up at 3. And so Romo does his job. And now it's time for Stinnett to do his. Rennie played in the opener 0 for 3, 238 in real life, no homers and 24 RBI. Infield in, 3-3 the score, bottom of the 8th. Hennigan deals, ground ball to Harrelson, throws it home to Grody. They get the runner, Garner. Do they get 2? Yes, they do! Are you kidding me? How do you do? 6, 2, 3, Harrelson to Grody, and then to Milner, and they turn it. And so that's a double play. The Pirates tie the game in the 8th. We go to the 9th. New York 3, Pittsburgh 3. And in comes the fireman, Kent Tekulve, who went 10-8 in 79 with 31 saves. The man has one giant torn elbow ligament, 2.75 the ERA, 134 innings, 109 hits, 5 homers, 49 walks, and 75 strikeouts. He will face maybe George Theodore, 259, a homer, and 15 RBI. My goodness gracious. Thought about Easler. Not the pinch hitter's fault. They were playing in. So, this game isn't over yet. 3 runs, 7 hits, no errors for the Mets. They've left 5. Pittsburgh, 3 runs, 11 hits, 2 errors. They've stranded 9. What a ball game. Tekulve deals to Theodore. Got him. He was crossed up. He looked at strike 3. Theodore shakes his head, and they told to go back to the bench and sit down. Jerry Grody is 0 for 3. Tekulve deals. Ground ball to Greiner. Over to Stargell. 2 out. So Tekulve to face maybe Willie Mays. Let's see what they do. Willie's 0 for 3. Has a strikeout. Pitch. Got him! Tekulve does his job. He got Mays to check his swing on a 2-2 curve for strike 3. The Mets go down in order. We go to the bottom of the 9th. It's cardiac time. New York 3, Pittsburgh 3. And Moreno is 2 for 4. He has singled twice. He bunted for a single. He struck out and drove in 2. And Hennigan stays out there. If the Pirates put in, and Hennigan would be due to bat first in the 10th, but he's got to get there. Moreno swings, popped up, left side, Theodore, foul ball. 1-2. Someone from the Hill District caught that one. Hennigan survived on the double play. Delivers. Chopper to Garrett. Has to hurry over to Milner. And Moreno is out. Oh my gosh, by an eyelash. Chuck Tanner comes out of the dugout. Moreno thought he had it. And Hennigan says it. A few Hail Marys and sings Ave Maria to himself. Here's Madlock. He's 1 for 4. Hennigan deals. Got him! A 1-2 pitch swung on and missed for strike 3. Grody shows the evidence. 2 out. And we are 1 batter away from free baseball. Here's Parker. Can Parker walk this off? He's 0 for 4 with a strikeout. Hennigan delivers. Fly ball. Right field, or popped up shallow right. Neon is there, and it's free baseball. Yogi gambled, and it worked. We've played 9. New York 3, Pittsburgh 3. Would you believe that? Wow. So just like in the opening game for Pittsburgh, it's free baseball again. Tekulve will face Kenny Boswell. Boswell did not play against the Reds. Hit .227 in 73 with 2 homers and 14 RBI. Stargell, Robinson, and Greiner due up for the Pirates in the bottom of the 10th. Tekulve deals. Boswell up the middle. Foley to Stargell. 1 out. Bud Harrelson, 1 for 3. He has walked, doubled, and scored. To Colby's pitch, base hit right side. Parker throws it back in. Harrelson's on as the go-ahead run. From beyond, Felix has singled twice. He's 2 for 3 with a run scored. Throw to first. Harrelson is back. To Colby delivers. Base hit right side. Parker picks it up in right center. Harrelson goes to third, and the Mets have the go-ahead run on third, and Mian on first is an insurance run. And with 1 out, Pittsburgh's playing for 2. Here's Staub, who's 2 for 4. Big home run in the 5th. To Colby. Ground ball to Foley. Should be 2. Garner for 1. Stargell for 2. 2. And they survive again. Here comes Buzz Capra to pitch. And we go to the bottom of the 10th inning. Another double play. Keeps the Mets off the scoreboard. New York 3, Pittsburgh 3. Wow, what a game. So Capra, 2-7 in 73 with 4 saves and a 3.86 ERA. He's a righty, 42 innings, 35 hits, 4 homers. He walked 28 and struck out 35. Not even Angela Lansbury knows how this one's going to end. Stargell's 0 for 4 with a strikeout. Robinson and Garner to follow. It's still raining here in Pittsburgh. Capra deals. Struck him out. A 1-2 fastball swung on and missed strike 3. Wow. Bill Robinson, 1 for 3, stole a base, walked, struck out, and scored. Capra deals. Fly ball to center. Mays drifts into left center, 2 out. He made the basket catch. Here's Phil Garner. It's been feast or famine for Phil. 2 singles and 2 strikeouts. He's 2 for 4. If the Mets survive the inning, Garrett, Milner, and Theodore to face Colby in the 11th. Pitch to Garner. Base hit right center field. Staub picks it up. And the winning run is on for Ed Ott, who is 2 for 4. He is singled twice and struck out. Yep. Lucchese. He was quite old, Randy. I think he was in his 90s. Anyway, so Ott swings it back and forth. Capra delivers. And there's a base hit up the middle. Mays will field it. The winning run is on third for Foley. And now, do you bring in East? Easter only had 54 at-bats. They're going to stay with Foley. If the game is extended or if Foley walks, then you can bring in Easler. But if you're wondering, Randy, why didn't it before? He only had the 54 at-bats. Must have been just as a pinch hitter. So Ed Ott pulls out a Sudoku puzzle and sits on first. He doesn't mean a thing. The entire game is at the plate. Garner at third, Foley at first. 2 out, 3-3, bottom of the 10th. Capra deals, and it's a ground ball to Mian. He takes it to the bag himself, and that's the inning. And for Capra, again, it is a wonderful life. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors. After 10, it's the Mets 3, the Pirates 3. And Colby comes on for his 3rd inning of work. Garrett, Milner, and Theodore. Alvin and Simon weren't available. Garrett is 1 for 3. He has singled and stole a base. Colby delivers. Ground ball to Madlock. Over to Stargell. 1 out. Milner has a better OPS. Well, you'll see. Yeah. We'll see who they go with for Tekulve in the bottom of the inning. Speaking of John Milner, he's busy playing for the Mets. He's 0 for 4 with the strikeout. Tekulve deals. Fly ball to right. Parker, 2 out. That sounded loud off the bat. The wind now blowing in from dead center at 8. And that just kind of deadened it enough for Parker. So here's Theodore. He struck out his first time up. Tekulve 1 out away from 3 innings of shutout playoff baseball. Here's the pitch. Grounder to Stargell, takes it to the bag himself. And we go to the bottom of the 11th inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. We'll have a pinch hitter coming up. 10.5 in the books. Mets 3, Pirates 3. And so, yeah, if you go with that with a righty on the mound, it's Milner. 276, 16 homers, 60 RBI. So Milner just popped out, comes back, takes a bat to face Buzz Capra. 3 runs, 9 hits, no errors for New York. They've left 6. The Pirates, 3 runs, 13 hits, 2 errors, and they've stranded 11. Milner, I gave you those numbers. Capra delivers. Popped up, right side, beyond the infield, 1 out. If it's all turf, is there really an outfield? Moreno is 2 for 5. Capra, sweating bullets. Moreno is ready. And you figure that if this does go to the 12th, you're not going with Jackson, you're going to go with the righty. Pitch to Omar. Fly ball opposite field. Theodore, 2 out from Madlock. So Capra, again, Yogi just pulling stuff out of his hat here, managing this bullpen. Pitch to Madlock. And there's a base hit to send all the way to the wall. Mays will throw it in, and Madlock, the winning run, is on second for Dave Parker, who is 0 for 5 with a strikeout. And so again, pins and needles time in Pittsburgh. Capra, he's going to get a visit from Grody first. Winds and deals, and they're going to pull him right now. Yogi's getting serious. Here comes Tug McGraw, and if you look at the numbers for Tug, you can understand why maybe he wasn't the first choice. He's 5-6 with 25 saves, but look at that ERA of 3.87, 118 and 2/3 innings, 106 hits, 11 homers, 55 walks, 81 strikeouts, lefty versus lefty. And it is indeed cardiac baseball. Stargell, 0 for 5. He has struck out twice. Madlock, again, the only runner that matters. Parker sits there with the Mad Magazine at first base. McGraw delivers. Ball 4, and they're loaded. They're loaded for Robinson. Robinson is 1 for 4. He has singled, walked, struck out, scored, and stolen a base. But right now, the winning run is 90 feet away. McGraw and Grody get the sign. Here's the pitch. Base hit, game over. Robinson slams it into left center. The Pirates advance. We are family, 4-3. Walk it off, Bill Robinson. You just beat the New York Mets. Not a happy recap. And so if you wondered why Tug McGraw was not used in a critical situation earlier, well, there you have it. He threw 7 pitches, 5 balls, 2 strikes. He walked a batter and gave up the game-winning hit to Robinson. So Buzz Capra gets the loss. He's 1 2/3 innings, 3 hits, the run. Poor guy, walked 1 and struck out 1. Kent Tekulve goes 3 innings, and the Pirates will get another game. Actually, they'll get 2 games. You get plus stuff. 3 innings, 2 hits, and 2 strikeouts. So when Blyleven couldn't make it past the 5th, did you wonder what Pittsburgh was going to do? They rallied, so Bibby only threw 1 inning. Romo with 2 tremendous innings, just allowed a hit. The Pirates kept trying to bust down the door, but the Mets bullpen did yeoman's work. So Bill Robinson, 2 for 5 with an RBI. It has your game-winning hit. And so the Pirates, they piled out of the dugout and pounded Robinson at first base, have won the National League portion of the tournament. They beat the 78 Dodgers, and the 73 Mets. And so they will await the winner of the 70 Orioles and the 77 Yankees. Wow. Robinson is the hero. And so there you go, boys and girls. That was fun. And so next Sunday, like I said, we'll see about the time. It won't be as early for this major as it was for the last golf major because it's at Pebble. And so probably 3:30, 4 o'clock, somewhere in there, the American League final next Sunday between the Baltimore Orioles and the New York Yankees. Reggie Jackson visits Earl Weaver. What could possibly happen? All right, so AFL football tomorrow night on this channel at 7 o'clock. The first ever game is going to be the Denver Broncos and Boston Patriots. That's the next scheduled stream on this channel. I'm Ron Chuckett. Hit that like and subscribe, and the bell will tell you when we go live. Thank you so much. Hope you have a great Sunday. Next Sunday, the Yankees and the Orioles from Baltimore. Until then, we'll talk to you the next time.